65%? They gave this movie a 65%.
Hi, I'm Film Gamer, and I have an answer to that question. It's just simply that the movie doesn't quite end. It's the central problem with it, is that introduces a character who is interesting and has a life and leads into another character and all that. But the movie doesn't answer the question that it starts out to ask, which is, how did Coriolanus Snow become President Snow? And you don't really get that answered in this movie. It ends, I guess, where it has to go, and from my understanding, it's pretty faithful to the book. I read the original trilogy. I was too excited for the movie to read this one, although I read the first chapter. And there are just a couple of things that it misses. The movie is very good, but for example, the themes it doesn't lay down super correctly. Other things, like just small details about class, but the main thing is just that it doesn't feel like the movie ends. It just is kind of an ellipses to Lionsgate being like, well, if this does well, we'll do another one. At no point after finishing was the ending satisfying enough that I was like, yes, this feels like a completed origin story. It feels a bit too much like a cash grab, a very well done cash grab, but it ends on an ellipses, and it doesn't completely answer the questions about the two main characters that it introduces and reintroduces. So that's why it was at 65%, because although the games are the best that they've ever been, and there are a lot of good elements, the costuming, the cinematography by Joe Willems, the lead performances, particularly by Rachel Zegler, it just doesn't complete the relationship and sell the tragedy of the relationship. And that's why it comes up short, because this should be essentially the backbone of what the original Hunger Games were, which is a love story between, Katniss and whoever supplanted in this one by Snow and Lucy Gray, and it just doesn't do that.